So I am obsessed with Bunny, have claimed it as my favorite book. So I had to get Mona Awad's other book, or one of her other books, All's Well. I've heard the writing style is very similar to Bunny, so I'm so excited. I think this came out in like 2019 maybe. Let's see. 2021, hello, I didn't realize it was that new. I might be looking in the wrong place, but tentatively, I will say it came out in 2021. Yeah, so I just started it though, and I'm excited. I don't know what it's about yet. So far, it looks like it's about this woman with like a chronic illness. I vaguely read the back once, but whatever. If Bunny was any indication, I really like to go into her books blind because I like to be confused apparently. Didn't realize. But I started this at Shakespeare & Company in Paris. It's like right across from Notre Dame and it's so freaking cute. And you like go up the stairs and there's a little area just to sit down and read. So I sat down and read like the first 10-ish pages and I'm gonna let you know how the rest goes. So now I am on chapter 10. So it's like a couple pages after page 100. I think I'm like 30%-ish done with the book now. So now I've got like a grasp on what's going on. It's this woman, she used to be a performer in theater, like did Shakespeare plays and stuff, fell off the stage, had an injury, and now she has all of this like chronic pain, but it seems like nobody can like diagnose her or really prescribe her anything that works, but she has like a ton of pain pills and like physical therapists and all this stuff. And basically this injury that has turned to chronic illness has like kind of ruined her life. Her and her husband got a divorce and it seems like she doesn't really have any friends, and it seems like the friends that she did manage to make after now don't believe her. It's been causing problems with that too. So basically everyone thinks that like there's actually nothing wrong with her and everything's just in her head, all her doctors and everything like that too. So at first you're like, dang, like that sucks, which like yeah, it does. But there now has been like a couple instances where she goes to this bar and it seems like she's making a lot of things up. So I don't know if she's just like hallucinating because of pills and like mixing alcohol with it, which she knows she's not supposed to drink, like together with it and all this stuff. So I'm very interested to see where this goes. I want to do this spoiler free as much as possible. So I'm not going to give a ton of specifics, which is so difficult with books like this. Like with Bunny, I couldn't. Like halfway through, I was like, I have to talk about what's going on. So this one, I'm spoiler free. I'm just gonna figure out how to explain. I guess maybe, I don't know. There has been one instance though, where I forgot to say this. She's a teacher now. So after her injury, she ended up teaching for this university, for their like very small dwindling theater department. And there's this one student that's like her favorite. She offered a remedy, kind of like a little DIY remedy, I guess, like just like a soak, like a bath soak. And she was like, you know what, like I think I'm past that, honestly, because she's in like constant pain all the time. She's limping everywhere, like awful. But I kind of feel like that's gonna come back around, and I don't know, but I feel like it's gonna be witchy. Also, it's called All's Well because it's a play off of All's Well That Ends Well by Shakespeare, which, like, I totally forgot that this book was connected to, like, Shakespeare's work in any way. And the bookshop that I literally started it in was called Shakespeare & Company. Unintentionally so fitting. So I thought that was a cute little whoops. But yeah, this is definitely another one that I'm gonna have to tab when I get back with all my stuff, because I've tabbed quite a few pages so far. I'm in Scotland, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. I think I might have, but I'm so exhausted that I don't remember. I'm gonna see how much I can finish of this before I get home in a few days. So, talk to you later. It's page 265. So I've got like a little under 100 pages left. It's 354, 58, 54 pages. So I'm looking at this one in a different way than I was looking at Bunny. For that one, I really wanted it to be like everything that's happening isn't real, and it's just like this person's perception of reality is incorrect. For this one, I almost feel fantasy is not the right word, but like also realistic fiction isn't really the right thing either. I'm trying to read it as this is actually happening. Do I think she's delusional? Absolutely. Because there's a lot of times where it kind of feels like she's misperceiving a lot of moments, especially how other people are feeling. I don't know, but I'm trying to read it that way. The actual, like the people in it are real, and she's just a little delusional. I don't know if that makes sense. She's gotten a little sneaky, and I think it's about to catch up with her. So, crazy. I have some more thoughts, but I figured I could talk about them while I wrap my Dirty Santa gift, which is actually so funny. It was just delivered. You can't tell me this is not the best thing I've ever seen. Oh my god, it's like jersey material. That's it. That makes it even better. Okay. But wait. On the back too. Why? So I was thinking about it too. I think that there's a lot of parallels, or there's going to be a lot of parallels between this book and All's Well That Ends Well by Shakespeare. However, I have not read All's Well That Ends Well, which I actually do want to read that after this. So I'm very curious to see what that's like. Which she's like vaguely described it a few times, but I want to see like all of the actual parallels that I'll be able to pick out between like her delusions and this play. So she keeps saying too about All's Well That Ends Well in comparison to Macbeth. She loves it so much because it's not like so obvious like Macbeth is. Like Macbeth, it's got like all the witches, and it's just very dramatic, very over the top as far as plot. But then All's Well That Ends Well, there's debatably a witch in it, but it's like a little bit more subtle and less extravagant. It seems that nobody likes the main character, Helen, and she really connects with her. And so I'm like, there are some parallels going on. So I really hope that it comes to fruition with, oh my god, what is her name? The student that she really likes, and her little baths that she's been making her that she hasn't been using. I don't know, I hope that it keeps developing. This one is definitely dragging on much more than Bunny, but that's okay. Also, with this one, I've kind of just been leisurely reading it, like when we would be on the trains or like on our flights or whatever. So now that I'm back and, oh, I graduated college, by the way. So I don't have any homework anymore, ever, I guess, which is weird. But I have a lot more time to actually dedicate to sitting down and reading. And let me tell you, I'm in the binge reading mood. Like, I think I'm gonna fly through the rest of this book, even though it's kind of dragging. I literally want to drop everything and just do a 24-hour readathon. Maybe I'll do that soon. I kind of expected this one to be a 5 stars just because of Bunny, but I think it's probably going to end up being a 4-star. Am I a little biased? Yes. Even though it's not the most riveting thing, I still really enjoy her writing, and oddly, how confusing it is. I wish she would do like an actual annotation of it almost, which at the back of the book, hold on. At the back of the book, it has those like enhance your book club reading questions. So maybe if I read that, it'll kind of shine light on the point of things, I guess. Just more tape, that's all you need. Huh? Maybe don't look at the back? Who wouldn't love this? Okay, so the play has ended. It happened, finally. This woman is unhinged. 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 What's going on? I thought I knew-ish, kind of, what they were alluding to would be going on, and now it's like completely not that. Yeah. So I have like 3 pages left. I'm gonna finish them. This is another one, or I'm gonna need to go on Reddit. I need to see everybody else's theories. Like why? I don't understand. And like maybe. But then also, why was she there and then not there but then she's back? I didn't think she would be back. This is difficult. If you know what I'm talking about, did you think that she would be back? I personally did not. That was a surprise. Okay. Oh, so now, I guess this is gonna be the rest of the book. She's waiting to have a conversation with the 3 men. So, what? And let me be as clear as I can. That wasn't like a what? That was a what? Interesting way to end the book. It's weird, like this one a lot less happened. I found that like with both of the books that I've read from her now, there's a lot of internal dialogue, but in this one, in real life, I guess, if we're calling it that, I don't know, it was kind of anticlimactic, to be honest. I'm still interested though. I definitely liked Bunny more. I thought it was more eerie and more fun at the same time, and just like incredibly ridiculous, but like in the best way. This one, again, I'm seeing parallels to the way she described All Is Well, like the play, because she kept saying like it's not a tragedy and it's not a comedy, it's both. And I kind of feel the same way about this. And also people would question like, why did you choose that one? It's not as like exciting as Macbeth was, and like obvious and I guess like ridiculous and all the reasons that I liked Bunny. And then she's like, no, this one's more subtle and complex or whatever. So I feel like that's kind of what she was going for this book, which she did reference Bunny. Her mom called her Bunny in one of her memories. And so I'm like, I want to look at the description of the mom and see if it fits anybody from that book. That would be T. Monaverse. Okay, let's see if there's any good questions. Okay, see, these are the questions I want answers to. Who or what do you think these 3 men represent? Great question. I don't know. I have no idea. I feel like I'm gonna look it up and then I'm gonna be like, duh. Okay, Miranda frequently references her performance as Helen in All's Well That Ends Well, her most successful role. In what way does Helen's character shape her relationship with her students, coworkers, lovers, and herself? I don't know. I just feel like the entire time she just did a lot of projecting. Okay, see, yeah, I was onto something. It says Shakespeare's All's Well That Ends Well is commonly categorized as a problem play or both a tragedy and a comedy. Would you describe this novel similarly? In what ways are they like blah, 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 blah? Yes. Okay, so the last question is, do you think this is the beginning of Miranda's end? I don't know. I didn't really think of it that way. It seemed like it for a while, but I don't know. It seems like things are kind of chill now. Very interesting. Oh my god, it has a little recipe for the Golden Remedy drinks. Like Golden Remedy cocktail that she gets. 2 ounces of whiskey, 3.5 ounces of Saint Germain, or 4 ounces of ginger beer, 2 dashes of a word that I do not know how to pronounce, bitters, and an orange peel for garnish. That sounds lovely. You know what, I bet also if you garnished it with like a little bit of rosemary, yum. Okay, so I told myself I was gonna tab it. Didn't. Maybe one day. But I do have some notes. It's been like a week since I've finished this. Okay, the main character changes a lot in this book. And it's almost like when she's the victim, she's envious of everybody else. And so when she doesn't see herself as a victim anymore, she like emulates exactly what she thinks they were thinking or how they were acting or whatever. She does a really good job at writing characters that you don't trust. Like, I went on Reddit and I saw this post that was like, the last 100 pages felt like a fever dream. Yes, that's the perfect way to describe it. Also, I did look it up who like the 3 guys are. I'm pretty sure it's a Macbeth reference. If you want to really know all of the ins and outs or like get all of the Shakespeare references, go freaking Spark Notes, All's Well That Ends Well, and Macbeth, or read them or whatever you want to do. Personally, I've not read them or seen plays or anything, so I don't get the references. Honestly, I feel like that probably would have added to the book more, like to the experience of reading. Also, I saw something on Reddit that was, since Bunny seems to reference schizophrenia, and there's like that whole theory, which I personally subscribe to, this one seems like it's referencing a lot of behaviors of bipolar disorder. So that's an interesting take, because they were saying like towards the end she seems kind of manic and like paranoid and whatever. So that's interesting. Overall, solid read. I'm gonna head out. Yeah, this was a fun time. Oh my gosh, also she mentions Edinburgh like a ton, because that's where she like met her ex-husband and was like at the height of her career and everything. I was there. Isn't that just so silly goofy? Okay, yeah, now I'm actually gonna head out, so